Welcome everyone to another CTC software webinar. My name is Sean Zervis, Technical Evangelist at CTC, and today I want to talk with you about the BIM Manager Suite tool, Revision Cloud Remover. We're going to go through a pretty comprehensive introduction to this tool. Let's talk about why this tool in the first place though. So at the completion of a project, we sometimes want to remove all revision clouds from the construction documentation. Maybe we want to keep the revisions, but we want to remove the clouds. We may also want to keep the sheet records of revisions, but not actually have the clouds on the sheet, possibly. Maybe you want to remove all of it. That's fine too. So in this case, we might need some efficient tools to strip the revision clouds and revisions from the model. Yes, you can do this manually, but if you want to delete just the clouds and have them truly removed from the design model, you might need an actual Revit tool, in this case, the Revision Cloud Remover, to make that a streamlined, easy process. So I'm going to show you a couple things today. First of all, where you can access the Revision Cloud Remover on the ribbon, where you're going to find it. We're going to take a look at the interface. We're going to quickly remove some revision clouds from our project. And I'm going to show you how you can get your hands on the suite in case you don't have it installed yet and you want to use this. So I'm going to go into a live demo inside of Revit. And by the way, if you have questions while we're talking about this tool on this webinar, feel free to put them in the questions window. As always, I'll try to answer them live if I can, or we'll have a questions and answers period at the end as well. So I'm inside of Revit now. And I have the CTC software tab pulled forward. When you install any of our suites, the Batch Manager, Project, or Hive suite, those tools automatically appear on the CTC software tab. On this tab, you see the CTC BIM Manager Suite. This is where the Revision Cloud Remover exists. And depending on your settings, if you go into suite settings, you can kind of see what your options are. Oh, this is giving me an error. But if you go into the suite settings, you'll have the ability to change whether your free icons are grouped or not, and whether you're viewing small icons. So I like viewing small icons, and so all of my tools are out here. If you're not doing that, your free icons may be grouped together underneath a free tools button. When you click on that, you'll see the Revision Cloud Remover, because it's a free tool, there in that suite settings environment. In my case, I have them as small icons, which automatically ungroups everything, and that can let me see all of the tools on the ribbon at once. So this gives me access to the Revision Cloud Remover, which again is a CTC BIM Manager Suite tool. So I'm going to open up the Rev Cloud Remover. It's abbreviated Rev to save room on the ribbon here. And this is going to show me all of the revision clouds that exist in my model. And it will show me here at the end of each of the rows how many revision clouds of each revision explicitly are in my model across the entire model. It only takes a few seconds to open it up. It rapidly scans the model specifically for revision clouds and tells me how many instances of them there are. You'll notice that there is no revision 1, and that's because revision 1 has no clouds in my model. It may be referenced on sheets, but there are no clouds. And so if I wanted to see the actual revisions, of course, I could go to the revisions tool itself here, and I could delete the revisions themselves from the Revit UI if I wanted to get rid of the actual revision history, which in turn would also delete the clouds. You don't need my tool if you're deleting the revision itself as well. But if you want to keep the history of the revisions, just removing the clouds from the model, which a lot of times on submittal we may want to do, then that's where the tool comes into play, the actual tool we're about to use. But yeah, this here has delete. It's a new feature that was added to Revit not too long ago to delete the actual revisions themselves. But if I want to keep the revisions and remove just the clouds, it is as simple as this. Revision Cloud Remover itself right here. I simply check the box for the revision clouds that I want to delete. And by the way, it does not matter if revisions are issued or not. I can still delete the clouds using the Revision Cloud Remover tool. If I was to check these or use Select All, I could simply click Remove, and the instance of the revision clouds that are in the views or on the sheets will be deleted from the project, across the whole project. Not a big deal to just check a box and hit Remove and it's gone, and then I don't have to go track them down myself. There are times, though, when you delete the revision from the view, if that view is on a sheet, or if the cloud itself was on a sheet, and you want to keep the record of the sheet having revision association, you can simply check the box here, keep revisions on sheet, and it'll assign that revision 2 or 3 or 4, in my case, to the sheet itself directly, even though the cloud is being deleted. So real easy to keep those associations. You simply check that box. If you were to just delete the actual revision from the Revit history, it's gone from the sheet, it's gone from the views, the actual clouds are gone, and the record is gone from the project as a whole, which may not be what you want. And that's where this tool comes into play, because it lets me keep the history, keep the association to the sheet, but the cloud itself is deleted from the project. There's no more instance of the cloud. So it's as simple as this. Remove. Hit remove, they're gone. You're done. That's it, right? Simple tool, but if you're going through and doing that process, man, that can take a while to go through a project and scrub the revision clouds out. And this now does it in seconds. You go to Revision Cloud Remover, it scans the project quickly. In this case, there weren't any because they've all been removed already. But had they been there, any been remaining behind, this tool would have opened up and let me check to delete them. Again, simple but effective. Sometimes the best tools are simple ones. So if you wanted to get your hands on this suite, how would you get your hands on it? If you don't already have the BIM Manager Suite installed, and again, keep in mind, that's a free tool that we just talked about here, the Revision Cloud Remover. How would you get it if you didn't have it already? Well, you're going to go to the ctcsoftware.com website. And from the website, in Products, you'll find the BIM Manager Suite, in this case in 2020. Very shortly, this will be released in 2021. So know that this is coming soon. When you install the BIM Manager Suite, it automatically applies itself 2017 through Revit 2020 with one installation. And if you choose to get some of the other licensed tools in the Manager Suite, well, go for it. They automatically install and license to those versions as well. What you'll do is try the BIM Manager Suite free for 14 days. This is a trial of all the paid tools, and it includes the free tools. And when the trial runs out, the free tools, like the Revision Cloud Remover we're talking about today, will just continue to work. So it doesn't require any licensing. But feel free to check out some of our other tools. Check out this page as well to see what other tools exist and how it might be a benefit to you. As always, I want to thank you for the time that you gave us. It's always nice to have you show up live on our webinars, and if you do have questions, to be able to interact with us live. If you think of questions after the fact, of course, visit us on our website and email our feedback or questions links there on the site itself, and ask those questions after the fact if you need to. Or if you're watching this recording in the future and you're like, hey, I want to know about such and such, hit up our website, ask the question. Thank you all for your time today. This is a nice, short and sweet little showing off of a simple tool that does a really powerful thing for you. Have a great day.